Hello again guys, and welcome back to another episode of How to Feed the Beast in Minecraft. In our last video we built our low pressure steam boiler from the Railcraft mod, and as promised today I'm going to be covering the steam turbine so that we can turn the steam we've produced into industrial craft energy. The steam turbine is a multi-block machine and requires 360 millibuckets of steam per tick to produce industrial craft energy. Now, older versions of Railcraft, the steam turbine used to produce 100 EU per tick. On the more recent versions of Railcraft, it produces 200 EU per tick. This means that it's technically outputting high voltage, so you are going to need a high voltage transformer or pump it directly into an MFSU. As the steam turbine requires 360 millibuckets of steam per tick, you're going to need to have a 36 block low pressure boiler or an 18 block high pressure boiler and 2 powered liquid ducts to be able to take the full capacity of steam. It's not too complicated to build nor too expensive, but it does require a lot of steel. So let's pop on over to the workshop and I can show you guys how to put one together. Okay, so as I said, you're going to need a lot of steel. And the two main things you're going to need steel for is steel blocks. Now, to make a steel block, if you have the setup that we have here in the workshop, if you've been building along with me, you will have a compressor. 9 steel ingots in the compressor will eventually give you a block of steel. Now remember, to get steel you need refined iron and coal dust in the industrial blast furnace, and that will give you steel. So while the compressor's working away, in fact it's nearly done, so you might as well wait for that. There we go, we have a block of steel. So 9 steel ingots in a compressor, and to get steel ingots you use refined iron in the industrial blast furnace with coal dust. We also need our plate bending machine. If we take a single steel ingot and put that in our plate bending machine, we will get a steel plate, which is another important ingredient. So back on over to the crafting table. And what we need to do is make steam turbine housings. Now, because this is a multi-block construction, and as you can see there it has the dimensions, it's 3 blocks long, 2 blocks high and 2 blocks wide. So 3 times 2 times 2 is 12, you're going to need 12 of these blocks. Really easy to make. You need 4 blocks of steel and you need 4 steel plates. Now, I'll probably get this in the wrong order, but I think it's the steel plates in the corner and the blocks on the sides. Nope, it was bound to be wrong, wasn't it? There we go. The blocks of steel go in the corner and the steel plates go on the sides, and doing that will give you 3 steam turbine housings. So I've actually got a couple spare there that I don't need. You're also going to need to have a turbine, the actual turbine itself that powers it. Now, they're relatively easy to make. The first thing that you need to do is make turbine blades. Now, turbine blades are really easy to make. Again, you're going to need some steel ingots, and in a crafting bench put 3 steel ingots in a vertical row, and that will vertical column, and that will give you a turbine blade. Now, you're going to need to have how many are you going to need? 24 in total turbine blades, because you need 8 turbine blades for each turbine disc, and you need 3 turbine discs. So to make a turbine disc, block of steel in the centre of the crafting table, surround it with your 8 turbine blades, will give you a turbine disc, and then in the crafting table again, 3 turbine discs in a row will give you the turbine rotor. Now, the turbine rotor goes inside the steam turbine. It does degrade slowly over time, so it will need to be replaced or repaired. Now, you can replace it by building the whole thing from scratch, but the best way to repair it, because it has durability, is to take it out of the steam turbine, put it in the middle of the crafting table and surround it with 8 new turbine blades, and that will repair it for you. So now we've got all of our ingredients, let us head on outside to our steam boiler. So here we are, the steam boiler is still burning away. I've put some more fuel in there, the temperature is still rising, currently at 307 degrees, and it is completely full of steam and water. I have my MFSU over here, which is currently completely empty, and that is ready to take the power coming from the steam turbine. So let's put that together first, and I'm going to put it in here between the two. So the footprint for this, as I said before, is 3 blocks long, 2 blocks wide, and 2 blocks high. And when the last block goes in, if I do it from this angle, you should be able to see both sides. You get this steam turbine pattern on the ends, and you also get this little gauge dial on the sides. So the next thing we need to do is connect it up via liquiducts. Now the liquiducts will actually start outputting straight away because the boiler is more than half full with steam. So if I connect the liquiducts up like so, oh, that's why, it's because it's already got steam in. So there we go. Let's get rid of that liquiduct there. Won't connect up because the reason that wouldn't connect up is because I connected it to the boiler first, which meant that that end was full of steam and this end was empty. And if you know anything about liquiducts, you will know that you can't connect an empty pipe to a full pipe, and you can't connect two pipes carrying different materials. So now I've done it that way, it works. And like I said, because we already have more than 50% full on the steam, it's pushing steam out. But because these liquiducts aren't actually powered at the moment, it's only outputting 80 millibuckets per channel. We want it to output 16 millibuckets per channel. So what we need to do is take our crescent hammer, give the side on the boiler a whack to turn it to a powered output, and then we need to take our redstone torch and pop that in between them. Haven't left myself a lot of space, and then you've got a crouch click. So there we go. So we now have powered liquiducts, and if we take our turbine rotor, so I've right clicked on the steam turbine, you can see all we have here is a single slot to pop in our turbine rotor, and you can now see we are outputting. Let us take some glass fibre cable and connect that into the MFSU. And as you can already see, the MFSU is now starting to gain power, and as the pressure builds up, nearly there, 99, 100%. So we are at 100% power, and as you can see, the steam turbine rotor is starting to degrade. You'll probably get more than a full day out of it in real time, so if you're playing on a server that is running constantly, you will probably need to repair it or replace it about once every 24 hours. But there you go. So the important things to remember for using a steam turbine are: a 32 block low pressure boiler or an 18 block high pressure boiler is required. You need 2 liquiducts connecting the boiler to the steam turbine, and they both need to be set into powered mode to carry the required amount of steam. Also, when you're connecting the liquiducts up, connect them to the steam turbine end first so that they do actually connect in the middle. And also, if you're using the most recent versions of Railcraft, then you're going to need to have a high voltage transformer or an MFSU, because it is going to be outputting high voltage. As you can see there, we've actually got the gauge on the side, is also an indicator of the power output, so we don't need to click on the interface. Now very quickly, I did promise at the last video I was going to point out something that's rather useful you can do with Steam. I've already mentioned a couple of videos ago on the energy bridge that you can actually put steam directly into an energy bridge and convert it into another type of power that way, such as Industrial Craft or Buildcraft. But a thank you to one of my viewers, Matthew Colpus, who pointed this out to me a couple of videos ago. When we were covering tesseracts, I said that if you use an energy tesseract and pass energy through it, you actually lose 25% of the energy. So transporting energy through tesseracts isn't terribly efficient. However, steam, even though is technically a type of energy, counts as a liquid. So you can wirelessly transport steam through a liquid tesseract and get no loss. And then at the other end, you output it from another liquid tesseract input it into an energy bridge, and then you can convert it into Buildcraft or Industrial Craft power. So if you're powering your facility from Steam and want to wirelessly transport it, transport the steam through a liquid tesseract, then convert it into a different type of energy, and you suffer no loss whatsoever. So once again, thank you to Matthew Colpus for pointing that out. So guys, there you have it, a fully working steam boiler setup with a steam turbine. We can now use our solid fuel or liquid fuel and produce either Buildcraft power or Industrial Craft power from steam. As I said in the last video, I'm now going to be looking towards switching over from Feed the Beast Ultimate to one of the newer mod packs. Haven't quite decided which one yet. I've got to look through them and decide which is going to be the better one, as I'd sooner work on a mod pack that contains the most mods and items so I don't have to keep switching backwards and forwards between several mod packs. But as always, keep the messages and comments coming in if there are particular machines and mods you'd like to see, and I will get them added to the list. And as always, I hope you found this video informative and entertaining, and as usual, if you have, please like, share and subscribe, because you guys are really helping the channel to grow, and as of the time of recording we are just under 2,000 subs, so that is a landmark I would really like to hit, and hopefully we can do something special for that. So until next time, I've been UnstableVoltage, this has been How to Feed the Beast in Minecraft, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.